Agency. Come on in. We are talking all things going live. Feel free to come in, ask questions. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. Thank you so much for being here. This is my 4 o'clock live. I'm sorry, my 10 o'clock live. Let me set this up. Hopefully, you guys can hear me just fine and everything goes smoothly. Builders. Appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much for coming in and connecting with me. Let me know if there's any questions. Let me know if there's any questions. I appreciate you all joining. Let me know if there's any questions, friends. Appreciate you all joining me. We are talking all things going live. Feel free to come in, ask your questions. If you have questions about how to go live, you have questions about how to connect, you are more than welcome to come in, ask your questions. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. This is my 10 o'clock live. So feel free to give me a thumbs up to say that you like the live. Also click that subscriber button as well as the bell to get notifications of when I go live and post content. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. Let me know if you have any questions in the meantime. And move this over. Feel free to come in, ask your questions. Let's see. And we're going to get started here. Hello, everybody. So thank you all for being here. Setting up my screen real quick. I'm going to make sure I got everything here. Okay. Perfect, perfect. All right. Pretty busy today. All right, friends. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. Thank you all for coming in. Let me know if there's questions. Appreciate the questions. Come on in, ask your questions, my friends. Thank you so much for being here. If you are afraid, scared, come in, ask your questions. Give me a thumbs up to say that you like the live. Also, click the subscriber button below. Click that subscriber button as well as the bell to get notifications of when I go live and post content. We're going to go live. Hopefully you all can hear me pretty clearly. Let me just do a sound check. Hello, hello, hello. This is my 10 o'clock live. So feel free. Okay. So thank you all for being here. And then hopefully everything's all well. Thank you all for joining. Appreciate you all being here. Again, if you are new to my live, you know I go on TikTok. We're going to talk over there. I'm going to give me a thumbs up. We'll talk over there and connect. Let me know if you have any questions. I appreciate you all coming in, supporting. Feel free to come in, ask your questions on how to go live. And we'll get started in just a few minutes. Okay, I'm sorry, I was looking at the screen. Make sure everything was doing what it needs to do. Feel free to come in, ask your questions, friends. Let me know if you have any questions. Give me 1 second, setting my screen. Fixing my screen for the moment. One second, my eyes. Thank you all for being here. Let's see. Thank you all for joining. This is where we're going to go live with confidence and ease. If you guys are new, afraid, scared, feel free to come in, ask your questions. Want to make sure we are supporting you. Hello, friend. How are you? Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you all joining. Feel free to give me a thumbs up to let me know you're here and you're liking the live. Hello, my friends. Setting on my screen. How y'all doing? Thank you all for being here. Appreciate the support. Feel free to ask your questions as we prepare to go live. Thank you all for joining. And if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. Let me know if you're new, if you're a live host. I want to hear from you as well. So feel free to ask your questions also, so we can chat that way as well. And we're going to get started in just a few minutes. We're about to set up our screens. So I appreciate you all being here. We are setting up. Welcome everybody. Let's see. And feel free to ask your questions. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate you all joining me. Let me know where you're from if you're in the chats. Hey friend, how you doing? Thank you so much. We are going to stay focused. We're going to stay focused. Thank you so much. We are going to stay focused, everybody. And so if you are new, feel free to put new in the chat. Thank you all for joining the live stream. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate you all joining. So we're going to get started on the chat in just a few minutes. Let me know if there's any questions. We're going to get going. This is my 10 o'clock live. So if you're new to the room, put new in the chat. Appreciate the support. Appreciate you all being here. And if you have not been here before, feel free to ask questions. We want to make sure we're answering your questions as well. And we are going to get started. Give me 1 second. Hopefully all is well. Okay, we're going to go with it. TikTok Live, live streaming tips. We are talking all things going live. Come on in, ask your questions. New live hosts, if you are new, afraid, scared, come on in, ask questions on how to go live. We're talking how to go live. Thank you so much. Appreciate you all being here. We are talking live streaming tips. We are talking how to go live. Feel free to come in, ask questions on how to go live with confidence and ease. If you are new, afraid, shy, or scared, we talk about live streaming tips for new live hosts. So feel free to ask your questions. We're going to talk about how to earn online. If you are curious about how to make money online, we're going to talk about that today. We are talking about live streaming. So let me know if you have questions about how to live stream. Thank you so much. Thank you for the questions that are pertaining to how to go live. Feel free to come in, ask your questions, friends. Thank you so much. Hey, Karen, how are you, friend? Welcome to the room. Others coming in, appreciate you all joining. How you doing? Thank you for that daily heart me. Appreciate the support, my friend. Let me know if you have questions on how to go live. Appreciate the support. We're talking live streaming tips. Hey, Karen, how you doing? Others coming in, feel free to come in and ask questions about how to go live streaming tips. Hello, Halaku, how are you? Thank you so much. Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for asking questions about how to go live. Appreciate everybody. Thank you so much. My YT friends are are not acting right. So I have to make sure we got rid of bad actors. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate the support. Thank you so much for asking questions and saying hello. How you doing? I'm well. How are you? I'm doing well. All charmed up. Welcome to the room, friend. Um, we have a fire threat. Power shut off. I'm in misery till. Oh my gosh, that sounds. Oh, that sounds horrible. Is that a an LA kind of concern? Let me. I'm trying to think about geographically with the wildfires and stuff. Is that what you mean by that? Let me know if that's what you're referring to. And so, because of that, you guys have to turn your power off. Let me understand a little bit more. Hurricanes I can talk about here in Florida. So I don't know the power situations in Cali. Can't wait till power's back on. Okay, just fire safety to prevent fires. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Oh, that sounds horrible. I was like, oh my gosh, that sounds horrible. Yes. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Is that the case for you too? Let me turn on my effects. My effect is off. Is that the case for you as well? Voice Guru? Yeah, when it's too hot and windy, they shut down power. Okay. Wow. Wow. Okay. That's interesting. No, not currently. Okay. Are you guys geographically? Where are you guys located? Are you close in the same I guess vicinity? Like I'm considered Central Florida, so that's made up of different counties and towns and stuff. Are you guys like Central California? Both like maybe not close, but you guys both in the same area. Or are you like north and south? I'm trying to understand geographically. Hello, Coach Rhonda. How you doing, friends? Simply SP, welcome to the room. Others coming in, appreciate you coming in. We're doing our early activation. We're liking the live tapping. Good morning, good morning. Hello, friends. Um, so I appreciate you all coming in. We're going to finish our conversation. I'm basically in San Fran. Oh, North Cali. I believe Carol is South Cali. Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. All right. I wasn't quite sure. I knew I've heard Carol say Orange County, and I think that's LA. LA's in Orange County, I believe. Or is that a different county? Is there a LA County? I believe there's a LA County now that I say that out loud. So Orlando is in Orange County. That's the county we're in. So when people say Orange County, I was like, oh. So is Orange County a county or is it a city? Is it actual county too? Maybe I'm mixing up the fact that it's actual city. LA and OC are next to each other. Okay. Okay. Y'all gonna make me look this up in the map. I have no clue. That's funny. California has always been intriguing, but I haven't really explored it the way I should. Doc, we're cooking up a Black Girl Podcast, a virtual summit for September. More to what in the world? Look at this. I love it. Oh my goodness. That sounds exciting. That sounds exciting. Oh, okay, wait a minute. You said a virtual summit. Okay. I was like, it should be in person. That would be awesome. Yes, Black Girl Podcasters. I love it. Hey, Brandon. Welcome to the room, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Appreciate you all being here. Thank you all for coming in. Appreciate all the support. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. We talked yesterday. We had a great conversation. I shared a lot. We did some Ali, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Good morning, Brand. Good morning. Others coming in. Appreciate you all joining. We're gonna get started in just a few minutes. This is my 10 o'clock live. We're gonna talk all things going live. But today's topic, we're gonna talk about how to earn on live. I talked about 7 ways to master. I should change this number because I think we got up to like 8 to 10. So there's some other things I would tell you to do. So we'll slowly go through it. And be very intentional about some of the definitions. I think that's important to define things. Carol came up with theme kicks off on September 11th. Thank you so much. Appreciate you all coming in, supporting. And then you said Black women dropping truth bombs. I love that. Somebody's comment got filtered, so you could rewrite it for me. I don't see it. How you doing, Christina Shop? Welcome. Hello. Good evening from here. Where are you from, Fran? You said evening. It's morning here. So tell me where you're from. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the hi there. Hey, Soda. Love you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the hair compliments. Others coming in, appreciate y'all being here as well. We're going to talk about how to earn online. If you have questions, feel free to come in, ask your questions as well. Bring this down a little bit. And so feel free. 7:14 a.m. here. That's early. Malaysia, 10:44. Oh my goodness. Wow, wow. Okay, okay. I need to probably share. Thank you so much for the follow. I see you guys coming in. Others coming in, feel free to come in, follow your live hosts. If you are coming in, feel free to ask questions. If you have questions about live streaming, I'll jump around a little bit and answer questions as well. Um, I'm supposed to be going on a vacation. I'm going somewhere on Sunday. Sunday we fly out. I don't know where I'm going yet, y'all. I'm just saying. So we'll see what the time difference is. Flowers, thank you so much for being here. I have no clue where I'm going as of right now. And so I need to figure that out and find out. And I know there's a time difference. So I'll keep y'all posted on what that time difference is. And we will go from there. So it should be great. How do you make this dashboard with the gift, please? Oh, this is called Viewer Wishes. Viewer Wishes. Thank you so much for the rainbow slide. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you for that. So Viewer Wishes is a feature. We'll talk about this because this is one of the things I talk about in the 7 ways to earn. And so we'll talk about this in terms of how you can integrate it into your live stream. These words, this is a template I'm using, but you can actually change out the words, change out the gift, depending on what you're talking about in your live and what you're showcasing. You want to be intentional about how you set it up. You absolutely do. So those who are coming in, Wani, welcome to the room. Others coming in and join me, thank you so much for being here. Again, let me know if you guys have questions as you come in. Thank you for grabbing that daily heart me. We're going to see what the flash goal is. It might be heart me's. So we'll see what it is, y'all. TikTok is known for throwing a curveball, so we'll see. Thank you so much. Good morning, everybody. We're 8 minutes in. We're 8.6K likes. Continue to like on the live. I appreciate the support. We get the room activated this way, and it also helps to let TikTok know we have engaging viewers in the rooms. So thank you so much for supporting. Thank you for that, Dr. Lisa Cares. I appreciate it, friend. Um, Let me know if there's any immediate questions. So the viewer wishes I'm going to talk about in the live in just a few minutes. So I'm going to talk about that. I appreciate you all joining. We're going to talk about different ways to earn. I spent the early part of the 10 o'clock live talking about the definitions. Actually, we got in the 4 o'clock live, I did the first half of the different 7 ways to earn. I didn't talk about shop. I didn't talk about super fans. I didn't talk about service plus. I didn't get to any of that because we ended up doing an impromptu battles because the room was so curious about the battling technique. Why do you battle? If you should battle. I don't like to battle. They don't like to battle. Everybody had opinions. Porch Mom Talk Pamela. She was the person I battled actually. And we all had opinions about battling. So we went that direction and I didn't get a chance to go through all my talking points. If we need to go there today, I'm happy to talk about battling. Again, I think it is something you need to put on your radar. Okay? You don't have to do it every day. It's up to you if you choose to. You said battle yuck. And so you don't have to do it every day, but it is something you want to put on your radar because I will tell you, if you are looking to grow in these TikTok streets, all right? We're talking about earning, from an earnings perspective, all right? That is part of a strategy. It's probably a key strategy. Just want to put that out there. I don't mince words. Depends on what your goals are, what you're aiming for. If you want to make this primary income versus passive, it is important to your strategy. All right, I'm just gonna say that. And my A-leaguers in the room, they can, agree and co-sign that comment. So it is part of a strategy. It is a key part of a strategy. A lot of people do it. So, but it's up to you. I mean, I say, try to dip your toe into it. Do it in a safe, easy way. We're doing our Saturday battle night here for the agency on Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern. So sign up for that. That's a quick way to do it. You'll more than likely you're going to be paired with somebody in the agency, which is fine. We've grown enough that people are starting to explore other rooms and build communities, not necessarily only within the agency. So, and that's the goal. You want to expand as well. I hear you, Dr. Lisa, smiling. So I don't want you guys to feel pressure. I don't require it. I do encourage it because TikTok encourages it. So I don't want y'all to be like, oh, she never said we had to do it. Oh, I'm not going to ever do it. I'm going to say, I said it is important to your strategy. I've said that. We do a monthly battle night as a way to kind of help dip your toe into it. And if you choose to do it more, it's up to you. But it is something that is important to your strategy. All right. So we'll talk about that a little bit more too. I don't want you guys to be turned off by it. And so we talk about it. We actually do it as a way to show people how to learn and grow with battling as well. All right. So thank you so much, JB. Welcome to the room. How are you doing this morning? I'm doing well, Shorty Batty. Welcome to the room, friend. Thank you so much for being here. Others coming in, appreciate you all. We did get that 10K in 10 minutes. Thank you so much for supporting the live stream. If you guys don't mind sharing out the live. Good morning, Rachel. Welcome to the room. BB, welcome to the room as well. L, I see you, friend. Good morning as well. Tina Lighthouse, 12 Steps Fellowship. Welcome to the room. It's a long name. Well, welcome, friend. Subscribe Battle Night for me, please. How many battles will you do? Just one and done. Just one and done. You get paired with somebody. If you choose to stay longer, that's totally up to you. If you like who you paired with and you want to continue to chat and battle, that's totally up to you. But just one and done. Yeah. So you're gonna be. So what will happen is you'll get paired with someone Saturday morning, 7 a.m. Now the goal, what I'm trying to do in the next 24 hours, people. If you do not want to battle, let me know so I can take you out the lineup. All right. So I sent a message today in our group chat. If you do not want to battle, if you're somebody who's been going live, Halaku. Somebody going live on Written Unstoppable. Somebody who's been doing this and going live, L. Coach Rhonda. You said I'm interested. Okay, good, good. If you've been doing your lives on a regular, consistent basis, you were automatically invited. All right. So tell me if you don't want to participate so I can take you out the running. And that way we're all good as in the world. I'm going to try it soon. Okay, sounds good, Wani. You'll probably get automatically invited if you continue going live the way you've been doing. TikTok gave me 15 heart me's. TikTok. I'm always open. Okay, L, you're in the running. I mean, you're on the list. So I sent that message through the group chats. I'll do it on the school as well. But yeah, when is the match? 7 p.m. Saturday. Saturday at 7 p.m. Saturday at 7 p.m. And then they gotta quit doing this to you. I know. TikTok is doing the most. Doing the most. I'm used to it now. It is a little abusive, but I'm used to it. Thank you so much, those who are grabbing their heart me's. I appreciate it. Set 4 p.m. for Westies. Yes, 4 p.m. for Westies. Yep. And then Unwritten Unstoppable Central. So for you, 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Eastern for you. I mean Central. 6 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Mountain, 4 p.m. Pacific. So all the different time zones. Thank you so much, friends. Bonnie, appreciate you coming back. Those who are coming in, if you have not sent your heart me, this is a great time to do it. If you sent your heart me, I get it. TikTok is doing the most this morning. So feel free to share your heart me with me. It is the flash goal. I'm going to send my other account in. Let me know if you guys have questions. In the meantime, we're going to get started with our topic. Let's see if we can get through this heart me conversation sooner rather than later. As TikTok is doing the most. So we'll get our flash go going. Thank you all for supporting. I should have waited because I knew. You know what? I felt it. I was late saying something as well. I felt it. I hadn't seen it in a couple days. I think it was like Monday night they gave it to me, which is, hey, that's TikTok. So it was time. It was time. My turn was here. Thank you, Mommy and me. I appreciate your friend. Thank you so much. Appreciate you all coming in. Feel free to come in, like the live, share the live out, and then, like I said, we're going to get started in just a few minutes. I was sharing my heart me as well. So we'll see. We have 8 of 15, so we're about halfway there, which is awesome. Came back with my other account for your extra heart. We appreciate it, friend. Thank you so much. Kay, Mary Kay, welcome to the room. Thank you so much for grabbing that heart me. Appreciate you as well, my friend. Others coming in, if you don't mind sharing your heart me with me. It is a one coin. If it doesn't say follow, if it says follow, follow the live host. If it says join, just one. Welcome to the room. Thank you so much. If it says join, then that means you can join the fan club. That is where you would send the heart to me. It's a one coin, 1 penny, and that's what you would send. Just hold my heart me now. Just send my from my other account. I appreciate it, friends. Thank you all coming in with the backups to the backups. We have the Heart Me Flash goal. We need a total of 4 more Heart Me's, 4 more different people, 3 more different people. Look at this. Thank you so much, Spiritual. I can't pin it again. Naya Speaks coming on in. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much. More besties. Teacher, thank you so much. Let's see. Grab that heart me for me, please, so we can support each other. I said, grab me. Grab that heart me, friend. You don't have any boxes. So you don't have the heart me. You don't have the blue box. Oh, you got a grayed out blue box. So go ahead and get that heart me. So send that up there, friend. Others coming in, I appreciate you joining. If you're new to the room, put new in the chat. Put new in the chat to make sure you are also seen and we can say hello to you. All right. And then last but not least, I think we just have a few, 2 more. Oh, one more. One more heart me. All right. All right. One more heart me. So let's start with some definitions. I'm gonna start with my topic. Want to earn online. Okay. So it could have said want to make money online, want to, uh, get so many hundreds or thousands per day or per week online. All those things are possible. And so we're going to talk about some definitions so you guys understand what's happening here. It's interesting. I had some creators ask questions about, earning diamonds, how to count those, how to look at those. So I don't want to assume that you know. So we're going to talk about it. I'm going to show and tell a little bit about it too. So let's start with my quiz I did yesterday. Where do diamonds come from? Do we know? How do you get diamonds if you're a live host? Put it in the chat. How do you get diamonds? And don't tell me that you gotta mine them or they come from stones, okay? You say gifts. Gifts create diamonds. Exactly, Wani. So diamonds come from they come from your viewers. There we go. Gifting. Okay, gifting. Diamonds come from gifting from viewers specifically. That is true. From your live. Yes, that's true too. So people in your live, you guys are considered viewers of my live. From viewers, gifts, and campaigns. Diamonds can come from campaigns too. That is very true. That is very true. You can win diamonds. Yep, you sure can. So so TikTok said answering your questions on how to earn online. Ask for tips on diamonds. Look at TikTok. That's right, TikTok. So that was a good one. Thank you all for being here. So you get diamonds from your viewers. You all are viewers. From your viewers sending gifts. Okay? How do viewers get gifts? Where do gifts come from? What do they need to do to get gifts? Talk about that. Okay? Thank you all. Hey, Diamond. How you doing, friend? Diamond Lady J, welcome to the room. Coins, Bonnie. That is right. So coins. So viewers have to have coins on their account. They have to have coins on their account so that they can send a gift. And gifts are located where are some of the locations of gifts? Coins from TikTok purchase. Yep. Coin load. Yep. That's it. Okay. Well, so thank you. Look at you, friend, getting that last daily heart me. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. The gift box. The gift box is the place you can get gifts from. Where else? Where are some other places in the live where gifts are located? Okay. So we're doing the quiz. This is the pop quiz Thursday. The gift box is one location of gifts. Where's some other locations? Thank you all for coming in. Sterling, thank you so much for being here. Gift gallery, that was with a question mark, but that is true. That is true. No question mark. You are absolutely right. Where's the gallery? Let me see if y'all know what a gallery is. Viewer wishes. Viewer wishes. Absolutely true. Yep. Viewer wishes. Jador, thank you so much for being here. Where else is it? Where's the gift box? The gift gallery. Where other places you can get gifts? Let's talk about this. Thank you for the Rosa, Bonnie. Appreciate that. Flash goals. Yes, that is true. We just had the Heart Me as our flash goal. That is a gift. That is part of the gifting. Yes, it is. Thank you for the populars. There's hey, where did that come from? Came from the gift box, but it's also located where? That popular. These are all gifts. So I want you guys to recognize there's different places these gifts lie. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for supporting the live stream. If you are new, like I said, we're doing a little bit of a pop quiz because I want to make sure you guys know where things are located. Well, where else is it? In the Heart Me. When you click the Heart Me, there's a checklist. And if you click the populars, it'll take you to the popular in the gift box, basically. So yes, thank you for the shares. Yes, if you don't mind sharing out the live, all right. If you click the shares here, you can share it. You can add it to story. You can repost it. You can press down on the middle of the screen, my glasses, my nose, and share out the live that way. Tracy Davis Smith, welcome to the room. Thank you so much, JB, for the populars, the Dr. Lisa Cares. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for that daily heart me, friend. Hey, Dr. Fletcher, welcome to the room. Thank you so much. He said, "Amen." So, we're doing a quick review pop quiz. I'm quizzing the room to see if you guys know definitions, if you understand where things are located and what they mean. And I'm doing this on purpose because I don't want you guys to get out in these TikTok streets and don't have any clue. I'm also doing it so you can educate your viewers. Okay? So as you guys have viewers, you're going live, you're building community, you also can tell them where things are located and what it means for your live stream. Okay? How do you grow? How do you build? How do you get that engagement? You got to teach the people. You're going to have to educate some of your community. I love you so much. You say my name wrong every day. Oh, is it? Fleeta. Fleeta. Is that it? Fleeta. What did I say? Dr. Fleeta. What did I say? Fletcher. Is it Fleeta? That's good, Dr. Lisa. We need to know to help others. That's it. Am I saying it wrong still? Fleeta? Did I say Fletcher last time? I felt like I said Fletcher. I might have said Fletcher. Fleeta. Welcome to the room, friends. Thank you so much. I say it wrong. I say everybody's name, kind of butcher it. I know I do. I know I do. My brain say one thing, my mouth say another all the time. That's just me, and it may be a little bit of dyslexia. So as I see things, I'm like, oh, let me just try it this way. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all. When you come in, let's see if we can share out the live. We'll see if we get a little bit of a bump of visibility. Thank you so much for the populous friends. I appreciate y'all. And thank you for the roses. So next question, coins. We talked about coins a second ago. Well, let me finish gifting. Gifting is in a couple different places. Did we say the live goal? That's every live host should have a live goal. If you do not know how to set your live goal, we'll talk about that too. But the live goal is up here. You should. Most people now have the 3 live goal options. And so you should be able to set 3 different live goals. Here's a quick tip on setting that live goal. A lot of people do small, medium, large. Some people do a strategy where they'll make the live goal smaller coin amounts, but a higher quantity, so that people will support, and you just keep resetting it. Okay, so that is a strategy that people will use as a part of their live goal. Another tip when it comes to the live goal, thank you so much, BB. You know, as you know your room, you'll try to figure out if there's ways to kind of increase what your goal amount is as time goes on. And so you'll decide what that looks like for you to put smaller quantities, maybe a little larger gift, coin amount, little things like that. You'll test the room and see what works. Same thing with your viewer wishes. Kind of paying attention to what you're asking people to do and how does the coin amount align with that. Okay. Thank you so much, friend. I see you, friend. Thank you for the happy birthdays. It's coming. It's coming. Birthday is on Tuesday. I will be the big 50 as of Tuesday. Hello, Mrs. Treetop. Good morning. Good morning. So birthday is on Tuesday, the 21st of July, 2-1. And I leave for my trip on Sunday night. So I'm going to go live actually Sunday. So I do plan on going live 2 times a day, all the way up into Sunday, Monday throughout the week of next week, Monday through Friday. I'll probably just do one a day. So that's how it's going to work. So you'll see me one time. Don't know exactly where I'm going yet. Hello, Brian. Don't know where I'm going yet, so I can't tell you the time difference and when I'm going live, but I will be going live. Y'all will see me once a day as of Monday. So Monday I'll be once a day. And so I'll do once a day, Monday through Friday. And then I'll be back to my 2 times a day, probably as of Saturday. We'll see. Where are you going? Do you know yet? I don't know yet. I said I was going to ask him. I'll see if he wants to tell me. I haven't been pressuring him. So here's the deal. Here's what I've been saying. So I gave him a short list. I gave him a short list of places I would like to go. Almost not every. I don't think this is like totally my bucket list, but I think these were places I hadn't been before, and they were places I would love to go. Now I don't know if I have a bucket list place yet. I have to kind of think that through. But these were places that I was like, okay, let's figure it out for my 50th. And so thank you all. I appreciate the little stickers. I thank you so much for the gift, and I appreciate y'all. It's a birthday surprise. You don't supposed to. I know. So I do believe he's a rule follower. So he'll follow the rules because I give him a list. He's gonna pick a place from the list. So so Portugal was on the list. France was on the list. Paris was on the list. Not just France, but it was Paris in particular was on the list. Amsterdam was on the list. Germany, London was on the list. And Casablanca, Morocco was on the list. So Morocco was actually first. So I think he's gonna pick that, y'all. To be honest with you, because he's like that. I put that. I think I put the order was like Morocco, Portugal, Paris. Portugal's beautiful. I would love to go to Portugal. I think I should have put that maybe first. Maybe you would have picked that first. So we'll see. Uh, I can't go wrong. I can't go wrong with any of those places. So I'm excited. I'm excited. So we'll see. Um, so we'll see. All total amazing places. I think so. I think so. So we'll see where we're going. So he's a good guy. So we'll see. He'll make it a nice showing. Um, yeah, so Morocco mesmerized me because of the Blue City. There's a place there that's not close either, so it's a little bit of a hike. But it's like this little township that all the buildings are like shades of blue. So I was like, oh, I would love to do that. So I'm planning for that. I'm planning for many outfits. So we'll see. The creator shares tips on using live goals and gifts. Look at TikTok. Yes. Oh, wow. Yeah. So I'm excited for it. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what he ends up doing. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate the support. We did get our flash goal. We got heart me's, so we did get that. If you guys don't mind sharing out the live, we'll see if we get a little bit more visibility. The live lately has been a little sluggish, but we'll see if it starts to kind of pick up the pace. During the weeks for me, it usually is a little sluggish. I will say that. And then I also want to make note of the summer. The summer is also a dip. How you doing, Babita? Thank you so much for being here. How do you pack for a mystery location? You know what? In my mind is summertime. So all those places I'm thinking weather-wise is going to be sundresses. That's what I'm packing. Maxi sundresses. I have that. I have swimsuits. I'm thinking we'll be at a hotel with a pool, hang out at the pool, or beach, depending on where we go. Capris, shorts, some clothes. Couple dinner, nice dresses for dinner. That's what I'm doing. So I'm packing like in my mind, like when we do like a little cruise or something, packing like that. That's what I'm doing. So we'll see. I don't think there's, yeah. So what I did for the trip that we did in this for spring break, I just packed like summer clothes, basically. All warm climates you're gonna have a time of your life. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it'll be warm clothes. Yeah, whether summer. That's what I was thinking. Some sandals, some capris and stuff, and yeah, a couple nice. I bought a couple of nice newer, like long maxi dresses and stuff like that. So fun. Enjoy your birthday. Thank you, thank you. So, so yeah. So with that, my schedule. We'll see what the schedule's like. I don't know. I think all of those places. I gotta look at the time difference. I'm thinking like similar 5-6 hour difference is probably what I'm gonna be dealing with, somewhere like that. Do you get them in TikTok Shop? Actually, most of the clothes I got was on. I did get one or two things from TikTok Shop. Yeah. So most of it was on though. That's where I mainly shop from. Cause in my mind I was thinking Prime, just get it real quick and try it on and send it back if I didn't like it. Yeah. So little stuff like that. Actually, I got some stuff I gotta return. I do. I got a few things already. I was like I didn't like it, so I'm gonna definitely return it. So. Uh, our 8 hour flight. You said Amazon. Yeah. Baby said, "What's on?" The rainforest. She's so cute. She's like, "What's the song?" Um. So yes. So what would you say? 8 hour flight. You think everything's gonna be like an 8 hour flight? That's true. 8 to 10 hours. That's true. So it sounds like each trip is a short flight. It could be. 8 hours is not bad. That's true. Yeah, I could do 8 hours. Yeah, I could do that in my sleep. That's pretty easy. You said, "Oh." You said you had no clue either. You said, "What's the song?" TikTok gets jealous, so I didn't want to say it like fully, but it's okay. I'm such a good. Yeah, I just didn't want to say the actual name. I use nicknames. A lot of people will do that, especially if you say it too much, as opposed to Australia, which is a day in the sky and a huge time difference. It is. We've gone to Australia. Yeah, we've done that. We did that about 10 years ago. And you're right. It's a totally different climate now. Elle asked about clothes. Yeah, that I would wear. I mean, literally winter clothes. Like you're wearing winter clothes right now. So that would have been a different wardrobe. But I think it's funny, I didn't look at Amsterdam, but I think everything's summer. Everything's summer, isn't it? I think so. I'm excited about another brand of clothes. 8 hours on one plane. Yes. Yep. I would imagine these are all direct flights. Well, yes, I know it is because so I do know this. We have to wake up in the morning or midday and drive to Miami. So Miami is where we're flying out of. So that I do know. So wherever we're going is direct from Miami. Yeah. You said Australia's not on my list. Too many huge creatures there. It's so funny. You don't see them. We actually did do like an excursion that took us to like this it's almost like a zoo. It was like a nature park, and we saw koalas, we saw kangaroos, that type of stuff, like the native animals there. But yeah, but to your point, there are some creatures there. There's some different things there, but you don't. I mean, unless you go to a place, a sanctuary or something, you won't see them out in the wild, unless you're like in a bush. And we didn't do anything like that. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate y'all coming in. So we were chatting. Spiders are the size of it. Oh, I didn't see no spiders. I didn't see a spider. No, at least not where I was at. We didn't see any spiders. I didn't know that. I had no idea. Yeah, that I'm happy I didn't know about it because that would have freaked me out. God bless. Welcome to the room. I had no clue about that. Yeah. Dr. Lisa seeing creatures. She live in Florida. That is true. That is actually true. When I first moved here, oh my gosh, it was really interesting because I was freaked out about all the little gecko lizards you see climbing on your house, climbing in your doorway. I would have to kind of go to the doorway, put my key in, and run inside real quick because of the lizards out there and stuff. We haven't been seeing lizards as much. I think that's been a problem where some of the other creatures are eating them up. Yeah, so, but yeah, and I had a few incidences where they came inside the house. And that's kind of, for me, that's like a no. Like, they can be outside, but they can't come inside. So I've had to have my husband or my sons get them, and they're not scared of them. So, but yeah, so yeah, it's interesting living in Florida because you're right. You'll see all types of little critters. Yeah, flying roaches, the palmetto bugs. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. You said no. So, all right, friends, let's get to earning money. Let's get to earning money. So we were doing a little quiz in the beginning. So if you're new to the room, put new in the room. Do you worry about a getter getting? No, 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 no. You know, you should stay away from like open waterways. Like our little development has a few little man-made lakes and stuff, and so they actually have signs like "Don't walk your dogs near the area of the lake." Like stay on the sidewalk as opposed to in the grass area, because yeah, the gators could crawl out of that waterway and grab your animal or you. And so they tell you to be careful, so you'll see that type of stuff, that signage. But yeah, stay away from all water. For the most part, you should be mindful of any open bodies of water. Yeah, because you don't know what's in there, and it very well could be an alligator. More than likely, it is. It actually is. He said they don't come to your home. No, they don't come to your home. Not like that. Yeah. So, yeah, not no. I mean, you've had stories. There's been news stories about a gator crawling up on somebody's front porch or back porch or something. Yeah, that's happened, but no, not typical. It's not typical. And again, I think those homes are like close to like a water source of some sort, like a man-made lake or close to the beach or the ocean or something. So yeah, so I shouldn't say beach ocean, not the alligators, but more like the man-made lakes and stuff. Yeah. Thank you all for being here. So we're gonna talk about the 7 ways to earn. Some of you guys were here yesterday, so I'm gonna add a few other things that maybe I didn't get a chance to talk about as much. We did the live yesterday in the afternoon, and I really did not get a chance to talk about a lot of things. So we'll talk a little bit more about ways to earn. We started this off by just defining. I wanted you guys to make sure you understood the definition. We talked about diamonds. We talked about coins. We talked about gifting, the different gifting sources. We talked about gifts create diamonds. All right. So when you're counting diamonds, the diamond amount that you received is the amount of the gift that was sent. All right. So I just wanted to make sure that I said that. So thank you so much. Appreciate your friend. Thank you for the greeting hearts and the populars, friend. So yeah, so the gift amount that you receive is the diamonds that you will collect. All right. So those diamonds are your tally. Oh, 1 for 1. It is 1 for 1. Now that's not the money. I want to be clear about that. That's not the money you earn, but it is the diamonds that are being tallied. Okay. So if you got 10 roses, you got 10 diamonds. Okay. If you got 100 hand heart, and that was 100 coins, and you got 100 diamonds. So those are tallying for you. And so you're collecting those diamonds based on the gifting. Now, how monetization is factored in is based on the scale live rewards. All right. So scale live rewards determines how much of that you're going to get when it comes to your rewards. Rewards is the money. Okay. So rewards equal what you get. And so those rewards are factored based on TikTok's scale of how long you've been live and how many new followers you receive. So per live, you are collecting diamonds so that ultimately those diamonds will factor in to if you are going to get up to 40%. TikTok takes 60. You could earn up to 40% based on those two factors: how long you've been live and how many new followers you got. Thank you so much, level 16. Congratulations, friend. Thank you so much. Hey, Miss T Forever. Welcome to the room. And so if you are earning diamonds, then you want to pay attention to how long you go live. First of all, the duration. 25 minutes or more will get you 38%. Okay? That's for monetization purposes. That's not for valid go live days, but that's monetization purposes. The other thing you want to pay attention to is how many new followers you have that you receive for that live stream. And so you want to pay attention to if you get 5 new followers, then you can get 2%. So the 38 plus the 2 is the 40%. All right? Is that clear? Does that make sense? If it doesn't make sense, and if I need to repeat it, even if you just came in the room, let me know. I'm happy to repeat. Any of my new friends who don't know what I'm just talking about, you are welcome to ask, Doc, can you repeat it? Okay. I'm just that in just that live. Yep, per live. Please repeat. Please repeat. All right. All right. So what we did earlier, and we'll do a recap of that, so that way people who just came in the room. So we did get some new friends in the room. Awesome. Thank you for the follow, Julie. Appreciate it, friend. So we got some new friends that joined us. Okay. So in order to earn, we were doing definitions. Thank you for the rose. We were doing definitions. As a viewer, you guys are considered viewers. You're viewing my live. I'm the live host. Okay? As viewers, you guys put coins on your account. Live hosts can too. We'll talk about that in a second. But you guys put coins on your account. You get coins by clicking the gift box below. In the corner of the gift box is the number of coins that you have already, or it says the word recharge. All right? If it says the word recharge or the number, you can click that number. All right? I'm going to show it to you. We're going to do a little bit of show and tell. Clearly, the bottom line is TikTok makes it difficult to earn diamonds and then takes 60% back. I don't know. I don't know if they make it difficult. I think they make it easy to make diamonds. Now, the 60%, you're right. Diamonds is part of the coins. So diamonds is part of how you are earning your rewards. So I don't know if they make it difficult, but it comes from your gifting. It does come from the gifting that happens. Your followers are so important when going live, when talking about diamonds. Yes. Yep. Okay. So just wanted to show you guys really quickly. Gift box. You see the number there, the amount of coins that I have on this account. If I click that number, it may say the word recharge if you don't have anything. It takes you to this screen. This is the recharge screen. Let me flip my camera so you guys can see it clearly. Okay. So, recharge screen. Right here it says recharge on TikTok.com/coin, 25% discount. If you click that, it takes you to the website. That's where I want you to recharge so you can get your discount. So I want you to spend less on your coins, okay? Get more coins for your money. That's what I want. I want you to get more coins for your money, and then that way it can go a little further for you, okay? And so the coins are there for you to then use for gifting, okay? So when you're gifting, any gifts that you send, say if you sent 10 roses, that live host receives 10 diamonds. You guys send gifts, and those gifts equal diamonds for the live host. So 10 roses, 10 diamonds for the live host. A hand heart, that's 100 coins, 100 diamonds for the live host. So that's how it works. Okay, I just want you guys to understand the gifts that you send convert into diamonds for the live host. Now, how do those diamonds convert into money for the live host? That's what we're talking about here. Those diamonds convert into money because the live host has to pay attention to what they're doing in that live. Okay? But 1 coin isn't 1 diamond, is it? 1 coin equals 1 diamond. Yes. 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 1 coin equals 1 diamond. 1 rose equals, which is 1 coin, equals 1 diamond. Yes. Now, are you about to ask me, does that equal 1 penny, $1, 1 monetization purpose money? No. No, that is not true. When it pays out, it's the same 1 for 1, but at fractions. When it pays out, no. That's where I'm trying to get you to understand the scale live rewards. So 1 coin equals 1 diamond. That is true. 1 diamond does not equal $1. One diamond does not equal one penny. One diamond does not equal, I don't know, $100. No, that is not true. Okay, so that's not true. So that's why I want to now we have to do the math to see how much does that diamond get you. Does that make sense? Let me know if that doesn't make sense. So I want to make sure we're understanding one coin does not equal $1. Does that make sense? Okay. So thank you so much on the YT. Appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much. We're talking about live streaming on TikTok, so stay with me, friends. Okay. So, Interstellar, welcome to the room. Others coming in, appreciate you all joining. If you are new to the room, feel free to click the arrow in the corner down here and share out the live. You can repost it. You can add it to your story. You can press down on the middle screen and share it out that way. It's called a power share, so power share out the live. Let's get some more viewers in the room. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for grabbing that daily heartbeat. Appreciate you all supporting the live stream. We're going to keep tapping. We're going to keep liking the live as well. Happy Thursday, everyone. Hey, Dr. Goldie, welcome to the room. How are you, friend? Thank you for grabbing that daily heartbeat. Appreciate you all being here. Christina, thank you so much for supporting and sharing as well. All right, so the Scale Live rewards is how you monetize those diamonds that you've collected. Okay? Scale Live reward is how you monetize the diamonds that you've collected. Okay? Because those diamonds need to get monetized. Okay? So now we got to make some money off those diamonds. So you're collecting diamonds from the gifting. Those diamonds are monetized based on the Scale Live Rewards, which is made up of two different categories. Okay, the first category is every live that you do. It's called the per live missions. Okay, and there's two things you have to do per live that you're going to pay attention to. All right, for monetization purposes. Per live, you're going to pay attention to how long you go live. In each and every live, per live, you're going to pay attention to how many new followers you receive. That's what you're focused on. Each and every live. How many new followers and how long you go live. That's per live. Then that other category I talked about is that I want you to pay attention to what happens throughout the week. TikTok weeks start from Monday to Sunday currently. Monday to Sunday is a TikTok week. So now you're going to pay attention to what happens between Monday and Sunday. That is called the weekly missions. Okay, so you have these per live missions, you have these weekly missions. Those are the things that you're paying attention to. Per live, you got to pay attention to two factors: how long you go live and how many new followers. Weekly missions, you got to pay attention to three factors: how many days you go live in that week, Monday through Sunday, as well as how many fan club members you have, how many you've grown, how many you've earned that are active during that week. Active fan club members, okay, for that week. So how many days you go live per week, how many active fan club members, and then if you are a live host that is growing, building, your community is engaging a lot, they're doing the gifting. Thank you so much for the populars. If your league, remember I told you guys are tracked based on your leagues. If your league, if you leveled up during that week, meaning that you went past the highest league you've ever done. So if you're D5 and you've never done D4 before and you go up to D4 during that week, you leagued up. Okay? And so those are the three factors. You got your league, you got your days you go live, and you got your active fan club members per week that you're paying attention to. New followers, do I count for you each day I come back as a new follower? Only my first heartbeat. When you come back to me each day, you come back and get your daily heartbeat, the daily heartbeat, that counts towards my active fan club members. It does. Major Banter, welcome to the room. Thank you so much. Others coming in, appreciate you all joining. If you're new to the room, feel free to come in, grab your daily heartbeat. Misty, how you doing, friend? Thank you so much for being here. So yeah, as an active fan club member, you do count. You count towards staying active in my fan club, okay? But not as a 5 new. No, 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 not under the 5 new, because you already follow me. Active fan club member, what's their role or supposed to do? Those are the people who are here. When you click someone's Daily Heart Me, Christina, you haven't clicked my Daily Heart Me. So you're not an active fan club member. So once you click the heart plus up here, if it says join, which it says join for you, now you got it. Thank you for becoming an active fan club member. God bless. Thank you so much for becoming an active fan club member as well. So yeah, that is the heart me. Once you get that heart me, now you have the Lisa badge next to your name. So I don't know if you noticed that, Christina. You didn't have a Lisa badge, and so that's how I knew you weren't in the fan club, because that badge will show up as an active fan club member. It deactivates after 7 days. Remember, I said the weekly missions each week, Monday through Sunday. So it deactivates. Thank you so much, Dr. Flita. Appreciate you, friend. Okay, I see. And so it deactivates after 7 days. So does that blue box with the number next to your name as well. If you are not active in these TikTok streets for over a week, TikTok is like, hey, we're going to make your stuff gray out until you reactivate. Send a rose, send a daily heart me, and you reactivate it. All right? Thank you all for being here. Let me know if there's questions, my friends. I appreciate your support. When it deactivates doors, it drops your fan club level. Um, no, no, it just deactivates for the moment. Your fan club level will stay where it was at. Nope. Mm-mm. Yeah, once you reactivate, you're back up and running again. Hey, Big M, welcome to the room, friend. Thank you so much for being here. Others coming in, appreciate you all joining the live. Thank you so much, friend. Um, okay, thanks. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for sharing out the live, everybody. I appreciate the support. Again, if you're new and it says follow, be sure to follow the live host. And if it says the word join after you follow, that means you can join the fan club. And that's what we were just talking about. So let's go back to this diamond thing. So once you understand Skill Live rewards, you're going to pay attention to your duration per live that you go live. So each and every live that you do, you'll pay attention to that, and then you're going to pay attention to the new fan club members you get. And so you'll hear people say, and this kind of goes back to your question, BB, like, hey, do I count as a new fan club member? The answer is no, you don't. However, you could if you rekindle your friendship. Some people do that. I think TikTok caught on to it a little bit. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But if you go to a person's photo, you can unfollow and refollow. And so that's essentially what they're doing. Um, are you streaming from your phone or laptop? This is my phone. It's my phone. All right, I've heard that. Yep. So this is my phone. This is a real background. It's just the lights is shining on the wall, so it probably makes it look a little unique in that way. Yeah, so that's what's happening. But this is exactly my phone in the background. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's my wall art. That's real artwork in a real fake tree. Thank you so much, Solo Chick. Appreciate that daily heart me. Okay, so let's go back to what we were saying. So the weekly missions, we talked about being a new fan club member, going live at least 2 or more days throughout the week, as well as being sure to league up if you can, if it's within reason and reach for you. So you want to grow. You don't want to be complacent. You are always thinking about growth. Thank you for the daily, the populars. Appreciate it. Doesn't matter if you have a fake background or not, like an AI generated one. TikTok likes for you to turn on that feature that says AI generated materials in your live. You get a little disclaimer at the bottom. Some people say it impacts your visibility. I'm not sure, but some people say it does have an impact to your visibility. Maybe you're not pushed out as much, but I'm not sure if that's true or not. So I would say don't do it initially, but it's up to you if you're gonna do a fake AI background. The other thing I do is that I have my water sitting over here. So I don't drink on camera. One of our newer live hosts, she was drinking on camera. Come off, sip whatever you have. TikTok has this new disclaimer that pops up on the screen that says, it's almost like a warning message to say that the live host is consuming substances. So it seems a little, like, hey, I was just drinking water, TikTok. And so you just got to be careful because if you get that, I've heard that also compromises your visibility and restricts your views as well. So just be aware that could be something that you get caught up in, and you want to make sure you, to avoid it, drink off camera. Don't have it on the screen, especially if they don't know what's in the cup. I got the disclaimer because my Stanley Cup top is in the camera. Yep. Yeah, so again, they don't know what it is. So I would say remove any of those type of items. I had one creator say, she says, her shirt says something about drinking coffee. And TikTok was like, no ma'am, you won't be showing that shirt. But it says something about, I need coffee. You know, you have those wine shirts that say wine down or something like that. Hers had some kind of catchy saying for coffee. And she got that disclaimer slapped on her live. So again, what you're wearing, what you're seeing, it's picking it up, and you got to be careful about that. So you don't want to make it so that your live is restricted. All right. Thank you so much. I know we digressed a little bit. Hey, Kay, welcome to the room, friend. Others coming in, I appreciate you. If I did not say hi to you, I apologize. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know if you guys have questions. We're just chatting about ways to earn. So we're going to move on. Is a diamond a penny, but you give 40% if that's out whatever percentage you earned? Or, so a diamond is close to a penny. TikTok will give you per live up to 40%. So it's 40% of a penny. That's what you're getting. So yeah, that's probably the best way to look at it. So many people use AI generated backgrounds. Using laptops has so many steps compared to phone. It does. Yeah, the laptop, the Live Studio, it has not worked for me. My laptop has too many programs running behind scenes, and so it's just not worth it to do it on my laptop. I would probably have to upgrade my device, get a new device, and stream that way if I wanted to use Live Studio. So yeah, got it. Thank you. You're welcome. So many people use AI generated backgrounds. Using laptop has so many steps toward compared to phone. Yeah. Thank you so much, Digital X-Ray. Welcome to the room. You said I'm back. Brand, welcome to the room. Unwritten Unstoppable. Thank you so much, friend, for being here. I appreciate the support. If you guys are in the room, let me know if you have any questions. I appreciate you guys asking questions along the way too. So let's get to the next thing. So Scale Live rewards. We said weekly missions and per live. Now here's the deal. As you are going live, you want to make sure you educate your community on the different things, different ways they can engage in your live. Educate your community. So if you look at my live go has 3 different gifts. When you click it, you also can swipe over to my gift gallery. Okay? You want to add a product from your gift gallery, especially if you have that feature. Sometimes you can have it added, for you, in advance. But if you have that feature, use it. But you do want to add a gift that represents your gift gallery being met. The gift gallery is a little bit more intimidating nowadays because TikTok has added even more gifts to it. And theoretically, if you're a live host and you're doing well, then your room, to a certain extent, could potentially support your gift gallery needs. Thank you for those populars. Appreciate it, Fred. And so your room could support your gift gallery needs. As you guys are viewing other people's lives, keep in mind you wanna make sure that you're paying attention to your gift gallery and trying to see if there's a way you can cement yourself in someone's gift gallery. So if you click mine, there's people who send gifts. Those are the people I make sure I go to and support too, because I'm like, okay, let me try to make sure I'm going to those rooms and I'm going to do their gift gallery because I'm paying attention to that. Thank you, friend. I had to shake my head. But that's important. I don't want you guys to lose sight of that. It's not necessarily reciprocity, but it is a way for you to kind of keep track of who's supporting you. Okay? Because those people went out of their way. Look at you, title gifter, the hat mustache. Howdy. Thank you so much, Misty. Appreciate you. Howdy. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Appreciate the support, friend. Thank you very much. Thank you all for coming in. Thank you so much for that. Thank you, friend. Appreciate it. That hat mustache looks crazy with my hair. I look like my brother. My goodness. um, Thank you, friend. Thank you for being that title. Is it more beneficial to gift from the gallery first or like from on the boards? Um, you mean this board here, this viewer wishes, or are you talking about from the live go? Here's what I will say. I think the gallery has a little bit more weight to it. I mean, obviously there's some pretty intimidating gifts in there, don't get me wrong. But it also speaks volumes about people going in there, clicking your gallery, but ultimately just thinking about ways that they're submitting their name in your gallery, and you can go back and check to see who supported. So I think the gallery is probably the most important. You said, is it more beneficial to give from the gallery? Okay. And then, Misty, look at you, level 19. Love it. Have support the one who helped me grow on TikTok. Oh, have to support the one who helped you grow on TikTok. Appreciate it, friend. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. And so, does filling your gallery give you more income? The galleries, yeah, the galleries, depending, yes. I mean, it's no depending. Yes, it does. If you get your gallery filled, yes. Um, yes. So somebody will have to do the math for me, but I think the B gallery is probably worth, I think 2,000 or 2,500. If you got that filled, that's how much you could potentially earn. I don't know if that's earned or if that's 40%. Someone said earn, but I need to confirm that. I haven't confirmed it. So it could be just the 40% of that, and so maybe it's worth 2,500, and you get 40% of that. So that probably could be it, but don't quote me on that. Yes, versus gifting from your wishes. Absolutely. Well, absolutely-ish. Depends on what gifts you have set for your viewer wishes. Now, this one in particular, yes, yeah, the gift gallery is way more expensive than that one. But in terms of people coming in and doing this over and over again, you have different gifts that are there. So I give the example. Let me segue to viewer wishes because that is actually where I was going to go. So okay, gift gallery. Let me finish with gift gallery. Gift gallery is there. The person submits their name in that gift gallery. The A, the B League gift galleries are pretty expensive, and so if people come in and gift and do all the things for that gift gallery, it could be somewhere around 2,500. I think that is the gallery itself, without, um, you know, identifying the one particular person who gave that. Is probably different people over the course of a week. So it's there from Sunday to Monday. So it's different people who are going to support that through the course of a week. When it comes to viewer wishes, it depends on what gifts you put there. I guess my question is, are diamonds diamonds however you receive them? Diamonds are diamonds however you receive them. Diamonds are diamonds however you receive them. Diamonds equal the coins. Now, you didn't ask me about money because that's a different equation. Remember, we said that's based on the per live as well as the weekly missions. That's a different equation. But diamonds are diamonds. So if you get 20 roses, you got 20 diamonds. Or is there a need or bonus to fill your gallery? Okay. Those click the gallery. Let's do this. Put box in the chat. I'm gonna show this to you all in real time. Let's show it to you all. Hopefully we can get to it. We should be able to get to it. Thank you so much, E-Nurse. Appreciate it. I think you're still confusing the money aspects, the rewards aspects with diamonds. I think that's where there's confusion there. Diamonds, the gift galleries represent gifts that represent diamonds that ultimately represent some percentage you're going to earn off those gifts. Some percentage. We don't know that percentage until you go live and you hit those metrics. So you earn the diamonds, you get the gift. That gallery is worth a dollar amount. It is. It is worth a percentage of a dollar that you'll get if you do those other metrics. The scale live rewards. Do you need to fill your gallery to level up? You should want to fill your gallery. Do you need to? No, you don't. Is it in your interest to do it? Yes, it is. Financially in your interest. Ideally, you might get more exposure if you're constantly filling your gallery. Yeah, there's a benefit to it. Absolutely. So, you put the word box in there. I want you to put anybody else who wants to put this in and see their gallery. Put the word box, hit send, click your photo. Your gallery is here, gift gallery. Okay. Everybody has a gift gallery. As you're getting these gifts, now what can happen with these gifts? The interesting part about it is somebody can send that gift, but there's different people who can support. Just different top gifters. Sometimes with the roses, people battle, and where you only needed to send 4 roses before this is done throughout the week, you might have people who have battled and went back and forth and became the title gift of roses, and they sent like 400 roses, 500 roses, and so people have done that. And so it could be even more than what you originally thought it would be just to get this one gift, because people can send more than that if they wanted to. I'm confused if the gallery carries more weight than gifting. I mean, in that example there, the rose probably carries more weight than a D gallery, a D5 gallery. Yeah, if you send that many roses. It depends on all the gifts. If you add, you could do the math. If you add up all the gifts that are sent, you could do the math and see what's more meaningful. Yeah. Question: can I split up my 61 minutes for 2 different lives? No, you cannot, Tasha B. It's one live has to be 61 minutes. No, can't split it up. Yeah. So I think I'm getting at the core of your questions. I think you're trying to figure out if the gift gallery is the better bang for the buck. Theoretically, it should be, but if you got someone who's sending that many roses, you got someone who's sending you a Zeus, you got somebody who's sending you a lion, and you got a D gallery, then the lion's gonna be more. that's just the math on it. Um, and so yeah, one gift, one big gift, 1 or 2 big gifts could easily be worth it for a D gallery. Okay, I got it now. I thought the gifting needed to fill the gallery, not just total gifting overall. Um, yeah, you want, it's in your interest to fill your gallery. Like I said, there's I got flying jets the other day. The other day it was awesome. Flying jets are awesome. Yeah, you fly across the screen. Yes. Um, and so yeah, so when everything's said and done, these are gifts that are in the gallery. To be honest with you, these are gifts that, especially if you get into look at my gallery. Y'all click here, look at my gallery. Those are gifts. The last 4 gifts I've never received, ever. Now they're pretty intimidating, but I've never received those gifts. I say that to you because those are gifts that a lot of times you don't receive. And so TikTok is saying, well, maybe somebody in your room might send that one day. So it's there as a gift gallery gift. Thank you so much. Oh, Super Fan 34. Look at you. Thank you so much, E-Nurse. Appreciate you, friend. First time filling them. The first time filling your gift gallery. Nice. And you're, what are you, a B? You're C2. C2, nice. So, at the end of the day, it's a perk if you can get it filled. Not the average person probably isn't, but you got some people who actually do get their gallery filled every week. You know, by the end of the week, people are sending some of those bigger gifts. Some people even do what's called a gift exchange. So you go into someone's live, you go and you're in their multi-panel boxes, they send you a gift, you send them a gift. They, you know, they go around and that person is you know, depending on how many people are a part of the exchange group, maybe you're sending, you know, each person a particular gift, and then another person sending each person a different gift. And, you know, and there's like this rotation of how you all are supporting each other. Yeah, that happens too. And people have their gallery filled. And by the end of the week, you know, they may or may not have other gifting that's happened. So you just don't know. How do you find your own gallery? Doc, you're gonna click your photo. Click your photo where you put that comment at. Let me show you. So this account, I put the word box. Put the word box, or click where you, when you're here. It says gift gallery. It says your gift gallery. So this is this account's gift gallery. It's a D gallery, D5. My life here is a B5 gallery. It's a higher gallery. So yeah. So yeah, everyone has a gallery. Everyone can see their gallery in the room. You can see your own gallery. Okay? Thank you all for the shares. I appreciate you, E-Nurse. Thank you all for supporting the live stream. I don't see my lead, but I'm not live today. Today is the day. Yeah, your league, it might be my room, you all, because it's not showing up from my other account either. So I'm not sure why. Melissa Parker, welcome to the room, friend. Hello, hello. Others coming in, or can I do it as a viewer? Do what as a viewer? See your league? See what, friend? Yes, to answer your question, if you where you put that comment in, click your photo to see it. Oh, I'm a D, laugh out loud. I need to start going live to level up. I see it now. Yes. Do you start over every day getting frags? Yes. No. Your frags that you collected will stay unless you lose it. You could lose it in the evening, so it's quite possible to lose it. I filled my gallery. Did you really? Tasha, be nice. So, what's a frag? A frag is part of your way of knowing that you're growing as a live host. So it's your daily. Thank you so much for the greeting heart, friends. So it's let me show you. It's probably easier to show you what I'm talking about. This sticker here. I'm gonna put it over my eye for a second. This sticker here depicts a frag. You see this little credit, that little diamond shaped thing. You see this little diamond, little nugget, that little nugget. If you see it here, you're trying to collect these. So I have one nugget. I need two more nuggets, those frags. That's what they call fragments. I was asking when I do, I feel it before or doing the live. I was asking, when do I feel it, before or doing the live? When do you feel it? Your viewers, your people in your room have to feel it when you're live. You got to be live to feel it. Yeah. Your gift gallery, I think you're asking, yes. I've joined your fan club 1 month ago. Thank you so much, friend. Thank you all for being here. Reset. Hey, I saw on Precious you're talking to the other person. Yes. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. And then Reset, you said 1 month. Thank you. You're welcome, Tasha B. Not a problem. Thank you, friend. Thank you, BB. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for the roses. So let me explain this real quick. And so this is important to explain. This is also part of your monetization strategy, ways to make sure that your community is aware of where you're at, especially if you're looking to level up or not drop down. You know, you want to let people in, okay? So that's really important. You decide, you know, who you're letting in, but you want to give your room a clue that you have goals. So this is part of your goals. Thank you so much, friend. How you doing? Thank you for grabbing that daily heartbeat. Thank you guys for the Dr. Lisa Cares and the populars, not the gifting. Thank you guys. I'm drinking my smoothie and my water, so I'm trying to make sure I get that done. Um, we have about 45 minutes, so hopefully I can get through this topic. I'm definitely going to revisit it in my 4 o'clock live too if I don't get all the way through it. So you said hydrate. I'm trying my best. That's my new goal going into this next season of life, to make sure I stay hydrated, drink enough water, and stay focused. Okay, so you guys asked about fragments. This is a sticker you can set. You see that timer at the top here. You see that timer? Probably have to go up a little higher just so you guys can see what I'm pointing to. So I'm looking at my back up and it's not showing it. So it says 12 hours and 4 minutes. 12 more hours for the day. We're almost about to hit noon here on the East Coast. So whatever time zone you're in, this timer is accurate. So you guys, East Coast ends at midnight. I think West Coast is 9 o'clock at night. Central time, it's 11. Mountain time, it's 10. So that's how that works. So at midnight tonight, I would need to make sure I'm not, and the language will change. It says 7.9K diamonds. This represents diamonds. Let me be very clear about this. This 7.9K is diamonds. Remember, we said diamonds, not money. Diamonds is different from money. We need diamonds. So we need 7.9K diamonds to get one more by midnight. So at 11:59, whatever number this is, because this number is going to increase as the day goes on, because there's more times to go live, more people going live. I'm competing with everybody that is in the B5 league right now. This is a daily ranking. This is part of those daily rankings. So because I'm competing with B5ers, they're going live later. They're going to push up this number because it's based on how I'm performing against them. So when I go live tonight, this number might be close to 20K. However, if it doesn't exceed the number to make it so that I am in the negative, okay? There's literally a timeline that we're looking at. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Dr. Peg. Plant Fatty, welcome to the room. Where do you see that on our end when we are live? It is going to be when you are live. All I did to get to this was that I pressed, I don't know, there's so many stuff on the screen. You see where it says popular live right here? It's going to switch. Don't click the popular live one. It's this one here. League B5, top 3%. If I click that, it shows this screen. Let me make sure I'm on the league side. When you're live host, it'll show where you're at and it'll say set a sticker. And that's what I click to get to that. Now you guys can't set a sticker because this is not your room. But for you all, you just see where I'm at. And if I click this right now, it shows that timeline that I talked about. And so you're always fighting against that timeline. Thank you so much for the goat and the ice cream cones and the thumbs up and the heart puffs. Appreciate all the good gifts. I appreciate that, friend. Thank you so much. And so that timeline is so important because it's essentially showing you how you're progressing as you are competing against other creators. So in this information, this league information, you want to make sure that you are, thank you so much, BB. I appreciate that. Sorry, it was probably covering what you were showing. That's okay. That's okay. Thank you, friend. I appreciate the support. So you want to pay attention to how many diamonds you have. So if you need, I need 7.9K diamonds to get one fragment. If it's higher and I'm about to go to the negative side, it will say I need 7.9K to keep my fragment, or to not lose the fragment. It'll say something like that. Okay, so this little credit here is called a fragment, and so as you can tell, I need 2 fragments before I so I can slowly grow back up to B4. And so it just depends on my go live schedule, what I do in it. You know, if I was being really strategic and intentional, maybe I'll do a couple battles, and then that may get a little bit more engagement from different people coming to the room and supporting, and then I could potentially get enough fragments so that I can league up. And then we talked about that being part of your monetization as well. How do you earn the fragments? I missed that part. From the diamonds that you earn, and diamonds come from gifting. Remember, we said diamonds equal coins. So if people are sending coins, let's say you sent roses and you sent 2,000 roses, then I get 2,000 diamonds. Okay? That's how it works. Or if you send, a bigger gift, a hand heart or something else, then I get that in diamonds. And so that number will come down, and then, if it gets to that point, it could be that I get a fragment as well. And fragments come from people gifting, or, gifting is where the diamonds come from, because that's how you get it. So in your situation, you need 3 fragments in a TikTok week to level up. Yes, that's absolutely right. that is right. That's the right interpretation. I need 3 of them to level up, not just 2. Yeah. All right, friends. Next questions. Let's move on. You said I'm learning. You got it, friend. Okay. So let me talk about viewer wishes real quick. This was discussed. Level up your league. Level up your league. Yep. If I want to get to B4, so league start at D5, D5, D4, D3, D2, D1. Then it goes to C5, C5, C4, C3, C2, C1. Then it goes to B5, B5, B4, B3, B2, B1. Then it goes to A5, A5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The 5 is the lowest of each area. As it gets to B and A, it gets a little harder in order to stay where you're at. He said, I'm balling in B. I'm not something else. So the highest B I've been on, thank you so much, BB, I appreciate you. The highest B level I've been on is B3. So if I ever want to grow and earn from my time as a B leaguer, and I want to get that, remember earlier we talked about the Scale Live rewards, weekly missions, paying attention to your league. If you surpass the highest league you've ever been in, for me to get any earnings for Scale Live rewards, I would have to be a B2. I would need to get to B2. Okay, so that's what would need to happen. B2 would need to happen. All right, friends. Let's see. Thank you so much, Rare Essence. Thank you for grabbing that daily heart. Me, others coming in. If you're new to the room, click new. You lost me. How did I lose you? Tell me more. So remember earlier we talked about scale. Why B2? The highest I've ever done was B3, and you have to surpass the highest you've ever done. So I would have to get to B2. Yeah. Thank you so much. For me to earn anything from a weekly missions. Remember I talked about those weekly missions? And I said there's 3 things that you're paying attention to. How many days you go live, how many active fan club members you have, and then your league. If you surpass the highest league you've ever been in, and for me it's B3, I would need to be a B2 to be able to surpass the highest league I've been in to make it for the Scale Live rewards. To scale up in percentages, how to scale in weekly missions. That's it. You got to surpass the highest league. That's one of those three challenges, one of those 3 missions. TYQ, welcome to the room. TyQ, is that it? TyQ. Okay, got it. All right, yep, that's it. Let me know if you guys are missing anything. Like I said, I don't mind explaining this. I know it is a lot to take in. Thank you so much, BB. Appreciate you, friend. Others in the room, who's in the agency? Because I want to make sure you guys get it. Because I don't want y'all to come back and like, Doc, I don't understand. Thank you so much. Anybody just okay? Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you being here. Thank you for the wink winks. Anybody don't understand, who don't get it, if you don't get it, put it in the chat. Thank you so much for being here. So, in other words, this is a full time job. Um, it is actually my full time job, but no, I will say this: not when you're in the not when you're in the D, C, or even B league. If you even B league, if you are not in B3 and below, so B4, B5, B4, B2. I'm sorry, B3, B4, B5, and below, the C league and the D league. I don't think you have to be full time to do it. I think when you get to B2 and B1 and anything in the A league, you're going to be strategic. And strategic means that you may deploy some strategies that have you here a little bit more often than not. I already go live twice a day, and I do an average of 2 hours each time, two, maybe 2.5, maybe three if it depends on what's happening. But for the most part, it's 2 hours. So for that reason alone, I am putting in enough time to sustain. Now, my other colleagues who are higher B leaguers, A leaguers, they feel a little bit more compelled to be here more often. Maybe they're not doing 2 a days, but they're doing 3 a days. And so where I'm doing anywhere between 4 and 5 hours a day, because I break it up and do, obviously we're doing at least a minimum of at least 4 hours. Um, they may be here 6 and 7. They may come in the middle of the night or late at night before reset. They may be doing a little bit more because of trying to chase the league and trying to stay in that league that they're in. Why not? Welcome to the room. The people I've been in leagues go live and battle like it's their job. Yeah, yeah. I said that earlier, Dr. Pig. I was saying, at the end of the day, if you are looking to grow from a league perspective, you're gonna have to really think about your relationship with battling. It does require you to put yourself out there like that. Hey, Permom, welcome to the room. And so, if you're not prepared to do that, I would say you're gonna have a more challenging situation. And if you've created your A League status on a something else that didn't require you to battle, lean into that because you're just gonna have to, at some point. Okay. Does income correlate to your league? And is there a guy like D leaguers? Um, there's probably video content that you could watch. Somebody will have posted it. There is not any. I'm trying to think. There's not. Those battles are fun to watch. Nail biters, they are, especially the more competitive ones. That's true. That's true. When it comes to income correlating to your league, the answer to that is yes, yes, yes. However, um, because as you're an A leaguer, it's going to require a lot more to keep you there. So you're really thinking about your leagues all the time. He said, "Hey y'all, just lurking in the background, learning, learning from the best teacher on TikTok. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. Make sure you get your daily heart me. I think you did already, friend. But yeah, so the answer to your question is yes, there is a correlation because the league actually does require you to stay where you're at or stay in that safe zone. There's a dollar amount associated with that. There's so many diamonds you need to get in order to be able to stay safe. So yeah. So do I know what that answer is? No, not even for the B5 league. I don't know what the answer is. I just keep showing up and doing what I'm doing. So you said I did all right. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate it. So yeah, I keep showing up, doing what I'm doing, with the goal of hopefully growing and building. I love that. Yep. But yeah, there is a dollar amount associated with it, just so that you can maintain. Now, to exceed and get another fragment and grow and stuff like that, that's slightly different. But there is a level of engagement that's needed. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate that. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate your support. Thank you, Dr. Bay. Appreciate that. Um, okay, thank you so much just popping through. Appreciate the support as well. Thank you, friends, coming through on the YT as well. Let's see. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for the gifting. Um, so let's go. Thank you so much for the gifting, the donuts and stuff. Appreciate that. Okay, so we viewer wishes. I'm going to talk about this next. Are we good with leagues? We're good with gallery. Are we good with fragments? Do we understand? There's also a thing called shields. It'll help to kind of keep you going. If you league up, you get a shield, which is great. Thank you so much, Kay. Thank you so much for that. So it'll keep you going too. Thank you for the populars. Appreciate it, friend. Um, let's see. Let's see. When it comes to viewer wishes, that's where I was going to go. So viewer wishes, you have viewer wishes that are joining. You said joining and beginning to learn. I just jumped into it. Okay. All right. Going live. That's good. Yeah. Okay. You said the chunky knit craze is a real life journey of healing, laughing, faith, and chunky yarn knitting. Oh, I love that. And then you have your YouTube on there too. Then it gets cut off. I think it's your ID also. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate you being here. Do you go live? Let us know what your live schedule is. Others in the room, let's put that in the chat too. Tell me what your topic, your time zone, your 3 T's. You go live, put your topic, your time, and your time zone in the chat so we can start connecting. I'm going to stay live for about another 30 minutes or so. So go ahead and put that in the chat for me. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate the support. As you guys are coming in, feel free to share out the live also. Sharing the live, sharing is caring. So you can share out the live. Also, click the share out the live and then click the add to story, repost it, or do a press down where you can do a power share. Okay, so you can power share out your live. Thank you so much. Power share to your friends and followers. Thank you so much, friends. All right, so viewer wishes. So somebody asked this question earlier about how to do this, how to change it. Live going, wanna be. I've been live and love it. Bonita niche. Okay. Okay. So yeah, you definitely have the resources to just go live and figure out what exactly would be your niche based on what customer viewers are saying. Let's say customers, viewers. Uh, you said an associate soup in a district of 50,000, so I can't develop a schedule, but I post warnings. Okay. All right. Nice. Wally, you said unlearning emotional survival habits. What is that? Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, 3 p.m. and then Sundays at 2 p.m. Eastern. All right. Permom says book talk, life chats, Sundays, book club, 8 p.m. Tuesdays and Wednesdays chat, and Thursdays reading sprints, 9 p.m. Eastern. Okay, nice. Bounty, thank you so much for redeeming that heart me. Always dropping great gems, Dr. Lisa. Thank you so much, Bonnie. Appreciate your friend. All right, so others coming into the room, thank you all. Thank you all for liking and sharing out that live. I appreciate the support. Thank you so much for supporting the live stream. All right, so let's talk about viewer wishes. Viewer wishes you can change. I tell people this is a great strategy. If you are a live host, let me say this clearly. If you're a live host, you'll often have people, thank you for the follow, friend, I appreciate it. You'll often have people come in your live and they just want to click this and want to engage. They're literally trying to figure things out. They want to learn how to engage and they will click your view wishes. All right. So when it comes to setting that up for people to, come in and engage in your live stream, Think about what you have there. Think about what your topic is about. Now, does your topic warrant you to do something that's more repetitive in nature? Again, my tarot card readers, people who are reading like affirmations, people who are using those type of resources in a live. You can talk to your viewers and kind of get questions about what they're asking you, and that can be a quick little way for people to engage. So, my tarot card readers, they'll have full read. That's a gift that people have to send to get a full read, mini read. Yes and no questions. You just want to ask yes or no. Will my boyfriend love me forever? And that's part of what they're doing. They send a gift, and she pulls up the card for that particular viewer. You know, so just know that is a great strategy. I don't want you guys to miss out. You could ask ChatGPT or any of the AIs to come up with a strategy for you to use viewer wishes, for viewers to come to your live and engage in a way that is authentic to your topic. You know what I'm saying? Like your topic, maybe you have viewer wishes to see if they'll be able to join a panel, and they send a gift so that they can join your panel. Or if you wanted that panel to just be for those people and you had like this in-depth conversation with them, turn on your viewer wishes, and then they can know like, oh, well, let me send this gift. Okay? So let me know if that makes sense, you all. I want you guys to leverage this. This is actually one of the best practices that TikTok has for that creator career program. They say cut on your viewer wishes. Can you confirm our one-on-one time? I was thinking at a different time, but I have 2 p.m. on my calendar. Sure, friend. Let's see. I think it is today at 1:45 to 2:15 my time, Eastern. So you're Central, so you would be 12:45 to 2:15. So let me know if that's correct. I think you're Central time zone. Thank you, BB. Appreciate you all. Let me know if that answers your question, Bounty. Okay, so that's what I thought, but I was in my calendar for 2. It was in my calendar for 2. Oh, okay. Huh, yeah. 2:45. I'm sorry, 1:45 to 15. Yeah. Interesting. Maybe it didn't count for the 15 minutes. It rounded up. Interesting. I would do that, but okay. All right, friends. Okay, let's get back at it. So viewer wishes is there. So viewer wishes is a great strategy. Some of the campaigns require you to use viewer wishes, so take a look at that as well. You poor thing, you have the yarns today. I do. I'm a little sluggish today. I think I need to get to bed early. I think I've been burning the late nights a little too frequently, and now it's catching up with me. I'm feeling a little bit. Thank you all for being here. If you guys are new, put new in the chat as well. Okay, so let's go back. Now we're gonna go back to the topic. So we talked about Chunky. Hey friend, thank you so much for being here. So we talked a little bit about ways to earn. So we talked about diamonds. We talked about what it means to get diamonds, how gifting happens in the room. We talked about gallery. We talked about viewer wishes. We talked about here with the fragment here. So there's a lot for you to engage in when you're live, and things that you can focus on as a live host. TikTok says sharing tips on TikTok's viewer wishes feature. Ask about your niche strategy. Yes. So for someone who's just starting off with viewer wishes, don't overdo it. As a matter of fact, you probably do want to start with a few items. This is a TikTok template, but I would say start with a few items just to get a sense of how your room is responding to it. Okay? And it may take a couple live streams before they really catch on. That happens in the beginning. I don't want you guys to think that it all happens at once and things are going to be perfect. It requires you to keep showing up and keep doing it. All right? All right. The next thing I was going to talk about, another way to earn here is super fans, TikTok Shop, as well as Service Plus. So those are 3 different ways. So we'll talk about where is that league sticker found. When you're live, Okay, so this is a viewer in the live here. But when you're live, you see here, so right here above me here, it says league. Don't click popular vote. I want you to click the one that says daily ranking or league. This one here. And so you'll see daily ranking. It has league 5, B5. And then down here, when you're live as a live host, it'll say set a sticker for you. Now for this account, it doesn't say that. But for here, if you click it, it will go to this screen. But at the very bottom of that screen, once you're on the league side, so you're on the league side here, so make sure you're on the league side. And then you're going to scroll down, and at the bottom it's going to say set a sticker. For the league, not the daily ranking sticker, because that's a different sticker, but on the league side. Okay, let me know if you caught that, Bounty. I know it was glares, but hopefully you caught and saw what I showed. When it comes to superfans is a benefit that people can choose to pay. It's a monthly subscription, and ultimately with that subscription, I've heard some new things about this subscription too in terms of the payout. TikTok has different payouts depending on how long you've been here. I don't know all the factors, maybe how many fan club members you have, but it's usually 50%. But I've heard they've switched it to 70% for the creator, 90% for the TikTok. I gotta thank you so much. All these bells and whistles, geez, yep. And so if you are looking to activate viewer wishes, come up with a benefit for your community, keep in mind, again, this could be something you can ask ChatGPT to come up with. But keep in mind that feature does allow you to do what's called a super fan only live. So you can turn on that feature while you're in the live. You can click the fan club. It takes you to the fan club zone as a live host. And you get to the fan club zone, scroll down, it says super fan only. You click that and you can toggle that on it. And then it becomes a super fan only live. Hey, Dee Dee. Keep in mind, you can't turn it off. You got to end the live. You can turn it on, but you can't turn it off. So you have to end the live to make it no longer be a super fan only live. Thank you so much, friend. Thank you for grabbing that daily heart me. Appreciate your friend coming in. Others coming in, thank you so much if you got in and you're supporting. So I appreciate the support, you all. So when it comes to the other thing, hey, Simply SP, welcome to the room, friend. When it comes to the super fan only live, you want to talk about it. You want to make sure your community knows about it. You also can pin it. You can make the super fan only become part of one of the things that you showcase. So you have to set that before you start the live. Your super fan. Let me check it. I think you have to set it before you start the live. That's the treasure box. The treasure box you can send super fan only. I think you can set it. Let me see if I can pin it. I think you have to wait. Yeah. Yeah, I think you have to set it before you start the live. Oh, maybe, no, maybe not. And then I can pin it. Okay. So it's gonna let me pin? I think it did. Did it let me pin it? So it pinned up here. Okay. So that's it. Hey, how you doing, Sandra? Welcome to the room. Thank you so much for being here. How often should I host and do a super fan live? You determine what that looks like for your schedule. I would say, if you're able to fit it in, definitely once a month. If you can try to get it in once a month. Definitely once a month. Sometimes people do it like 2 or 3 times a month, depending on what's going on in their topic and how they're sharing information. I need to do a super fan only live. Maybe I'll do one this afternoon. I'll see if I can fit it in. I do need to do one, if not today, maybe tomorrow. Yeah, so I can get one in for the month of July. So yeah, so super fans is something you can do. You can change it out. You can make that part of your goals. So it's pinned up there so people can see it. Yep, and the gallery's there as well. So Um, next things, TikTok Shop is another way to earn. TikTok Shop, I tell people, that depends on how you're doing your lives. I've had people do shop only lives where it's full blown shoppable live, um, which is fine, which is fine. Um, However, I would encourage you to also integrate it in, depending on what your topic is, where there's products that your fans, your community may want to get from you. So if you have some staple products, like for me, my light, my microphone, the tapper, stuff like that, people want to get it. They're here, they're listening, they want to learn how to tap. They see that as a quick, easy thing to do. Often those products are on sale or they're free shipping or whatever the case may be. So those are some of the products that you want to have as maybe quick things that you can always pin and share with your community. Okay, so I would encourage you to have those products on hand. You could also have, like I said, a full blown shoppable live. They do add up over time as you're going live. You'll have people, come into your live stream and, purchase for you when you're pinning them. They'll ask questions. Thank you for those populars. If I have a product I made, can I pin it for people to buy? You have to have TikTok Shop for seller. You have to be a seller for people to be able to purchase it. Is that what you're saying? You're a seller and you have a product that you made and it's in your shop. You can pin that, yeah, if it's in your shop and you're a seller account and you have TikTok Shop for seller. But if you're an affiliate, no, there's that doesn't. Uh, you can't pin your own products unless you're a seller. Yeah. Let me know if you're a seller. Um, and so TikTok Shop, I don't have a TikTok Shop for sellers, so I need to be a seller. Okay. Yep. Yep. You have to be a seller. Yeah. So otherwise, so TikTok Shop is good. I was gonna say otherwise you would have to think about Service Plus, and I'll talk about Service Plus next. Thank you so much, friend, for that daily heart me. So when it comes to shop, I want you guys to kind of understand like shop is a long game too, and so my shop account, I will not worry about it currently, and like in terms of deducting funds from it, I'll just let it accumulate. So it becomes like a nice little, holiday shopping savings that you can leverage. So think of it that way. So shop could be that account for you, and you're pinning things, you're talking about things, and you just let those commissions add up. Okay. You said, but you can do service and sell your time for one-on-one as a non-seller account. Yes, I was about to get to Service Plus. That's why I said Service Plus. I'll talk about next. Yep, absolutely. Yep. Mocha, welcome to the room. Thank you so much for being here. I've joined your fan club for 1 month. Thank you so much, friend. So think about your TikTok shop in that way where, the commissions aren't high, but if you're doing full blown shop, you're selling products in your live stream, maybe you're doing shoppable videos and you're doing a lot of content that way, it could be lucrative. It could be very lucrative, and you have enough sales, enough commissions rolling in. Yeah, you can earn a lot with TikTok Shop. There are people who have earned tens of thousands of dollars just from shop alone, and it's really because they're picking the right mix of products, and they're deploying a strategy where they're posting a lot of videos, a lot of shoppable videos, as well as they're coming and doing their lives as well. So between those two combinations, like yeah, they're making a lot from the shop because their product is something people are looking for. Maybe the video was a high quality video and it got pushed out a lot. So just keep that in mind. That's a strategy people will use. Hey, Crochet Like a Bro, thank you so much. Well, the Abbots, welcome to the room as well. So keep that in mind. Shop is a great strategy if you deploy it correctly. Okay? Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you. We're in our last few minutes of live, so I'm going to be live for another 10 minutes or so. I'm going to talk about Service Plus. I'll probably give a little snippet on digital products too. Thank you so much because I think they go hand in hand. The other thing I didn't talk about was campaigns. Definitely sign up for the campaigns Some of the campaigns do require you to have your wishes. That's another way to make diamonds. We talked about that a little earlier with diamonds. Thank you all for grabbing those Daily Heart Me's. Thank you so much, BB, for the purple hearts. Um, when it comes to Service Plus is another way to earn. Service Plus has the ability, level 23 in the room. Look at you. Congratulations, friend. Service Plus has the ability for you to activate it. This is Service Plus. If you look here, there is a yellow box with an arrow. That yellow box with the arrow is called Service Plus. Okay? That's what you're clicking, and you can see my Service Plus bio. You also can see frequently asked questions. That's what that is. And so, Service Plus essentially has the ability for you to pin your Service Plus card too. So if you pin this card, people can hear your messages. I do one-on-one consultations. I also do coaching packages if you need for me to help you with starting your online business and how to get started with your right, point of sale product marketplace. Like if you're going to use Stan or Beacon or Go High Level, whatever the case may be, System.io, those are point of sales, and essentially you can add digital products to it, or your consultations, or your coaching, or your courses. So that's something you want to set up, and then we talk about how do you sell, because this is a part of sales. How do you talk about your services? How do you talk about that in your live stream? And so Service Plus is a great way to showcase that. And ultimately what you want to do, I have my Service Plus set up. There we go. Ultimately, what you want to do with Service Plus is just set it up and continue to pin so people can get it. I need to use it. Yep. You want to continue to pin it and use it so people know how to get your services. And then ultimately, you can also use Service Plus it's a free service. So right at this point, you don't pay anything for it. But if you want to add a video course, that's a course that essentially people are there. If they want to purchase your course, they can learn. You can teach them some kind of information, some skills, something, and they can purchase that course from you. A lot of people are making those low ticket courses because it's almost like a gateway to your other services. So that's just a small ticket item, and it's a gateway. TikTok does take a percentage of that course. It's like 50%. So you want to make it so it's something that maybe is worth your time and effort, since TikTok is going to also get their cut for it. But at the end of the day, the goal is that you're leading them to your next offering, your other thing you provide. All right? You said you saw something about that. And then they also have the feature now where it's called Calendarly, where you can schedule real time one-on-one sessions and appointments for people. I think you have to have a business account for that, but that is a new feature. Thank you so much, Be On Purpose. Thank you for that Daily Heart Me. Appreciate you connecting with me. Hey Chris, how you doing, friend? Thank you so much for the repost. Thank you for that Daily Heart Me. Appreciate you as well. How's everything going, Chris? So Service Plus is just that. It's for services. However, I've heard a lot of people use it to also talk about their physical products, because you can lead people to your website because you're communicating in the DM. NK, welcome to the room, friend. Thank you so much, everybody, checking out the Service Plus. So click here, you can lead people to your website, because you can say, thank you for connecting with me about my Service Plus. Go visit my website in this location. That could be a separate post, you said. Dixie, welcome to the room. Appreciate you, friend. I do Service Plus. Do you have to collect through Stan or Beacons, or can it also be Venmo or PayPal? Stan Beacons will have a payment processing where they all have different options for you. Venmo, PayPal, I know are options on Stan in particular. So yeah, you can have other options for people to pay. So yeah, I have my PayPal. I also have a Stripe account, and there's even payment plans people can do too. Hey Malika. Yeah, so there's a couple different options. And so you good morning, friend. So you want to have different ways for people to get access to you. So you can put your website in there. You can send it in the DMs. I wouldn't put it in Service Plus. I've heard people getting restrictions because of that. So, but you can put in the DMs. Does TikTok not like certain collections for payments? Yeah, TikTok only likes PayPal. Yep, for payments. Yep. So you have to have a payment, a TikTok. I'm sorry, a PayPal account to receive payments from TikTok. But yeah, yep. So yeah, I was saying other people will use that website, and your website might have physical products on it. Maybe you have your T-shirts, maybe you have your physical books, stuff like that. You can say, hey, I have I have an ebook that I'm providing, or consultations and coaching I'm providing, and here's my website. And in your live, you can also talk about like, hey, here's all the other stuff that you can get over there too. Okay, can you use another scheduler other than Calendarly? Not through the Service Plus feature. There's a relationship with Calendarly for the Service Plus feature. But if you have your own scheduling, like for me, my stand store, when people schedule one-on-ones for me, hey Patty, how you doing, friend? When people schedule those one-on-ones with me, they're going onto my platform. They're going to my stand, and they will click to schedule the one-on-one through that scheduling system. Yeah, so that's how it works. So that scheduling system, it's ultimately they're scheduling a Zoom meeting with me, but yeah, they have a scheduling system in that platform. Okay, good to know. Yep, yep. So you can. Okay, thanks. Yep. But if you're using Service Plus feature, it's only Calendarly that is set up. Um, what else do I want to say? Let me just do a little quick peek into digital products too, because that's something else you want to kind of think about. Like when we talk about earning, ways to earn online. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you, BB. I appreciate it. Is Calendarly? Yes, that is a partnership with Service Plus with TikTok. Yeah, that's who they're working with, and I do believe it's for the business accounts. I don't think it's for personal. So I don't believe I've seen it for personal as part of one of the options you can click to. Um, so what I will say is, as you have digital products, and like I said, if you're going to use Service Plus and you don't have your own point of sale system, you would probably want to leverage TikTok to market your program, your ebook, your course that you have, and then maybe that is part of your video course you offer, and you can get the ebook with it. So you can make it so that you don't have to have another platform that you pay for, but you can use TikTok. So I just wanted to say that as an option. You also could use another platform so that as you're looking at expanding and going to other platforms, you can essentially use that and have a link in your bio, have a link on those other platforms so people can get your other services. Okay? So there's like a bigger strategy here too. If I change to a business account, can I do link in bio? Not necessarily. What we've learned is that several people with business accounts, they still get in trouble with TikTok for pushing people off the platform. They don't want you to do that. They really want you to use Service Plus if you're gonna talk about what you have available. I have a mini course that is only available while I'm live. Yep. Okay. So that's good. That's good. And that course, you're saying through Service Plus, that mini course, is it a video course? Um, but yeah, that is a great strategy, because a lot of people will do that and say, when I'm live, here's where you can get, my discount, my course, my information I'm offering. This is part of my, maybe it's your strategy to make sure people are coming to your live learning from you, but they're able to get that discounted cost too. You said use our personal accounts. You said, can you? Is that what you're asking? Can we turn our business and personal accounts on and off so we don't want to use our business? You can switch from business. Is that what you mean? You don't want to use your business, and you want to switch. You don't ever want to use it. You can switch your business account to personal. That's totally fine. Yeah, you can switch it to personal. Yeah. Um, Let me know if there's any last minute questions. I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna take a break. I have a couple meetings this afternoon, um, and I will be back at 4. Claim any points that you might have collected. Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate the support. On top of that, thank you, Goddess. How you doing, friend? Thank you. Thanks so much, BB. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you for all the engagement. You've been asking a lot of questions and supporting. Thank you, friend. Um, so claim your points. Super knowledge that today. You did it, friend. You got it. Thank you all. Wealthy habits. Appreciate the Dr. Lisa cares. If you haven't claimed your points, claim your points. I appreciate you all stopping through and engaging. Thank you all for your comments, watching the live, your stickers, the likes, the shares, and all the gifting. I so appreciate it. I tell you guys all the time, practice makes progress. We're not trying to be perfect. That is a misnomer. We're simply trying to go live and we're growing and building as we do it. So I appreciate you all. When do you go live? I go live twice a day. I'm going to be back at 4 p.m. Eastern. So I go live at 10 a.m. So this is my 10 o'clock Eastern. I'm in Florida. So I go live twice a day, 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern. Usually it's like 10:15 and 4:15 I get on because I start my live on YouTube first and then I come over here. So thank you for being here. I appreciate you all coming through, showing up for the live stream. Um, I appreciate the support. Thank you all for engaging. I will be back. We'll talk about this topic again. I'm going to go through it a little bit more. My 4 o'clock group has not seen me finish it yet. So we got distracted. We got derailed a little bit. We was really into the battle conversation. I didn't talk about battling as much here, but just know that it's something else that you want to do in terms of earning. Okay, and so we do talk about it a little bit more. I'll probably address it more in the 4 o'clock. It wasn't me. It wasn't you, friend. But I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all all for coming through. I will see y'all later. Take care. Bye bye. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate the support. I will be back at 4.